The real cost of a war. How countries pay for war. What's the price tag of a war? It's not just bullets, bombs, and tanks. War is one of the most expensive things a country can do. But how exactly do countries pay for it? Let's break it down. Step 1. Taxes, squeezing the people. The first way countries fund war is the most obvious one: taxes. Governments increase income taxes, sales taxes, and sometimes even create special war taxes. During World War II, the US introduced payroll withholding, taking taxes straight out of paychecks to raise funds faster. In 1945, US tax revenue hit $45 billion, up from just $7 billion before the war. But raising taxes isn't popular. Citizens don't like paying more, especially during tough times. So governments often mix in other tools. Step 2. Borrowing. War on credit. The second method is borrowing money, often on a massive scale. Governments issue war bonds. These are basically sold to citizens and institutions with a promise to repay them with interest later. In World War II, the US sold over $185 billion in war bonds. Even celebrities were used to encourage people to buy bonds. The UK borrowed too, so much in fact, they only finished repaying their World War II debt to the US in 2006. But here's the catch. Borrowing works only as long as people believe you'll pay them back. And when debts pile up, interest payments can become a burden that lasts for decades. Step 3. Printing money, the hidden tax. When taxes and borrowing fall short, governments turn to the printing press. They create new money. Sounds easy, right? But printing money doesn't create new wealth. It just spreads existing wealth thinner. That's called inflation. In Germany after World War I, printing money to pay for war reparations caused hyperinflation. Prices doubled every few days. People carried cash in wheelbarrows. More recently, in Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the Russian central bank printed rubles to prop up the economy under sanctions, while inflation shot up. Printing money is like borrowing from the future. Eventually, someone pays. Step 4. Foreign aid. Let others help. Sometimes, a country gets other nations to pay for its war. In Ukraine, the government has received billions in military and economic aid from the US, Europe, and others. As of 2024, the US alone had sent over $75 billion. This aid helps Ukraine survive without collapsing its economy. But aid isn't free. It comes with political strings attached. On the flip side, the US itself got massive foreign help during wars too. In World War II, Britain received US aid via the Lend-Lease Act. Step 5. Resource seizure. Taking what you need. In desperate times, countries seize resources from their own people or occupied lands. This includes nationalizing industries, seizing gold reserves, or taking oil, factories, and farmland from enemy territory. But resource seizure is a temporary fix, and often leads to long-term consequences, including resentment and instability. The long-term costs. Even after a war ends, the financial damage continues. Veterans' healthcare, interest on war debt, rebuilding infrastructure, it adds up. The Afghanistan wars are estimated to cost the US over $6 trillion by the time all future obligations are paid. That's money that could have gone to schools, healthcare, or infrastructure. Conclusion: war is never free. So, how do countries pay for war? Taxes, borrowing, printing money, foreign aid, resource seizure. Each method has costs. Some are visible, others are hidden, but the result is the same. War is paid for by people, today, and for generations to come. And next time a leader says, "We're going to war," the real question to ask is, who's going to pay?